Welcome back. So now we will create one scenario, complex one, wherein we will delete the flights which are available in the WebTour application, right? And then we'll enhance that. Okay, so let us create a new script. Okay, you can give it as delete flight. Okay, click on record button if you want to change some, or if you want to check some settings. Okay, so yeah, right, with the same settings as we did in earlier script where we have recorded a simple flow of flight booking. Okay, start recording this. Okay, so WebTour application is getting started now. You can see these events are getting increased here, and we're waiting for the application. Yeah, it's so up now. Continue. Okay, now we are logged in inside the application. Same username, Jojo and Bean. Okay, we'll end this transaction. Now we'll click itinerary. Okay, and we can see the flights which are available. Okay, so how many flights are available? There are total 5 flights which are available. So I'll select the second one. First of all, let me end this transaction. Okay, select cancel, select flight and cancel. Okay, I select the second one and then I'll click on cancel, check. Okay, it's cancelled now. There are only 4 flights available. Okay, and this transaction, and I'll record one more same scenario. Just want to show why this is a complex one, and why we need to do some programming in our script. Okay, again I'm going to select flight, cancel to. Okay, again I'm going to select this, or you can select anyone. Suppose this time I'm selecting third one. Okay, and click on cancel check. Okay, now we'll sign off. Click on sign off button. Events are still getting recorded. Yes, now we are signed out. You can stop this recording now. Okay. Now why I have recorded the same step 2 times, want to show you the difference. Okay, why this request is dynamic and what steps we need to take to make it work. Okay, so this is the first instance where we have selected a flight and cancelled. Okay, if you count this, how many flight IDs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Initially there were 5 flights available. Once you have deleted it, right, so there were 4 left, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now if you keep running this script by correlating only this value, it won't work, right? Because these name value pairs are also dynamic. This value is dynamic, no doubt about it. It is getting from the server. These occurrence, the name value occurrence is also dynamic. Here there were 5 flights. Here in the second instance there were 4 flights, and one more name value pair. You can see in the second instance we have cancelled the third flight. So you can see name is equal to 3, value equal to 1, right? So we have selected the third one, and in the first case we have selected the second one. So name equal to 2, value equal to 1. You can create a random number, right? All those things we can do. I'll show you. First of all, now you understand, right? This will not work since the name values are getting changed. values are getting changed, also their occurrences. I mean, it was 5 times in the first case and it was 4 times in the second case. So if you run your script as it is, it won't work. Okay, so first again we are aware we need to do session correlation of session ID, and we can remove these APIs with those are not related to our application. We can remove them, and like we have did earlier, you can save it in a dev folder. Okay, right, and just for your reference, I am taking my flight booking script here. Just want to correlate the session ID. We'll copy the same correlation parameter. Okay, this correlation parameter we have used earlier for session ID, so this will be remain same because the login part is same, right? Okay, so this session ID is getting generated only once in your script when you are sending your credentials. So that is here, and you can replace it with your session ID, right? And this is your username. You can replace it with some parameter p underscore username. Yes, replace all, not found, fine. And then p underscore password, replace all, not found, fine. Let me close this. Okay, now here is one again API that is not required, not related to our application, so I'm removing it. Okay, so we are left with these 4 requests. The one is login. Okay, then we are clicking on this itinerary button, and then you can see flight cancel, wherein you are getting 5 name value pairs as there were 5 flights available. And if you record it again, there are 4 name value pairs as one flight already cancelled from this request. Okay, so I hope the point is clear why we have recorded it 2 times. Just want to show you these name value pairs are also dynamic in nature. Okay, so what we'll do is, first of all, we need to check how many times uh, these values are coming or how many flights are available. So what you can do, you can just copy any flight ID, go to your code generation, go to do control home and search for this for its first occurrence. Okay, and for correlation purpose, now you need to make sure where you want to put webrex save param. For that, search for and log. Okay, uh, and after that we'll search snapshot ID, right? So this and log is not helping here. What else you can do? You can open snapshots. Okay, now one thing is clear, right? These values are going in T7. Okay, so where you will check? Above T7, right? So this concept that we have discussed earlier, request response and their dynamic IDs values. So any request going above this, right, response from that request will give us the desired value. Now we'll check one by one. Now that was T7, so we are going to check T6.inf. If you click here and if you check your snapshots, oh, just give me a minute. Okay, if you click here and you check your snapshots, right, you can find redirection URLs. So this was your primary one. You can't see anything here. This one is again 2 redirected URLs. Okay, in this URL you can see some response, right? And what we will do is we will search for our value, this one, right? Yes, so you are getting this value here. So that means response of this request will give you this flight ID value, correct? So response from this request t6.inf with snapshot t6.inf, the URL is localhost 1080, and you are clicking on that itinerary button. The response from this request can give you the flight ID details. So what you will do is you create one webrex save param. On top of it, create new step and go to webrex save param. Okay, and then create one parameter with name c underscore flight underscore ID. Okay, and left boundary we have captured. Left, this one is left boundary, this one is right boundary. Click OK. As in session ID, we need to these are special characters, so we need to use slash here for all the double quotes which are available, right? And we need to use one ordinal equal to all to capture all the values. Okay, once you write ordinance equal to all, right, this will become a array, right? Array of all the values. For example, there are 4 flights currently available or 3 flights. So all 3 flights will be captured with _1, _2, _3, right? You can check it here once. Let us try it with LR output message. You can put LR output message here. Okay, LR output message. You can write flight ID is dot 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 percentage s and evaluate that string, right? There is some syntax error expect LR eval string. Okay, wrong token equal to, where is that error? Let me check it up. Ordinal equal to all, everything is fine here. Yes, we need one braces clause here. Yeah. Okay, now what will happen, that flight ID you can see here, or else you can use log, go to log, enable parameter substitution, extended log, click on parameter substitution, and from that also we can read that value. Okay, so let us start, and we'll put breakpoint here. You can put with function 9. F9 key will, so the script won't run beyond this step until you want to do. Okay, so let us run this. Just we are checking. Yeah, so there are 3 flights available now, right? Okay, so why you are getting this? Because it's a array now, right? And we can't print one single value. Okay, so you can use count here, so it will give you all the values. Yeah, flight ID, or okay, so just ignore that ID. Total flights are 3 available now. That count will give you the total number of these values. Fine. Now what we are going to do, we need to create a for loop which will iterate as many times as flights are available in our application. Okay, and the subsequent request has item data name value pairs in web submit data form. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to create a web custom request, and we'll send these name value pairs in the body of a custom request. Okay, how we are going to do is, let us copy this part. Okay, and just paste it here and write it as web custom request. Okay, action, change action with URL, and then the last thing, body equal to. Okay, uh, now when you send all this content in the body, their occurrence, I mean their sequence doesn't matter. Okay, you can send this name value pair ahead from this. Okay, like that. So what you want to do is, in body part, how the request body should be, it should be like this: your name of a parameter, then its corresponding value, right? And then ampersand, name of again another parameter and its corresponding value. Okay, and so on. Ampersand third, ampersand fourth. In this way, all these name value pairs needs to be concatenated and send it in a body. Since this is a dynamic body, it will change every time. So we need to create a loop and create a dynamic body. Okay, I hope it makes sense, right? So you need to create a dynamic body here, and you have to remove this web submit data once you start the final run. Okay, so let us create that dynamic body. Okay, so c underscore flight ID that we were using this, right? It will help us to create the for loop. Okay, so you want to run your for loop for that many times, equal to the number of count, right? I less than equal to So simple, this you can use as it is. Now this is a string variable, right? LR equals string, right? And you need to change it into integer. You can use this a to I, fine, and then I plus plus, right? So in this way you will create a for loop. Okay. With this, if you do not want to use a to I and LR equals string, you can use another function as well. I'll show you. You can use LR param array length. Okay, so you need not to use this count in that case. You can use it like this. Okay, so any one of this function you can use, right? It will also so param array length will also execute equal to the number of counts available. So these both are the same things. Okay. Okay, so the next step will be you need to concatenate all your flight IDs into one string, right? And similarly, you have to concatenate all these CGI fields into one string. Okay, so let us do that. And the parameter which is there that help us to identify which flight we want to delete or cancel, that is that parameter name equal to value equal to 1. Okay, I am going to use that and will save that into a load runner string. Let me show you. Save string. So what you want to store to equal to on ampersand, right? So the second next, and this we will store in final string. Okay, yes, so we have already one final string, that is LR string, right? So this is not a C variable since we are using LR save string. So this is a load runner parameter, and in this we have already given this value to equal to on ampersand. Okay, so the rest of the body part will concatenate with this final string. Okay, you need to declare one variable, integer variable I, that we are using. Okay, now, okay, so currently we have 3 flights. So first of all, let me book some flights. Okay, it will be good, we have some 2 or 3 flights with us. I'm going to that book flight script, I'm going to run it for 3 times. Let's run it for 3 times. Okay, and go to our application, web tours. Okay, so total 6 flights are available now. Fine. Okay, each uh, each value in this array, right? We can read that using lr param index function, lr param array index function. Okay, c underscore flight id, and then which index you want to use. So uh, this I will replace by 1 in the first uh, uh, round of loop, then 2, then 3, till the number of count we are having. Okay, and what we'll do, we'll save this output, lr save string. We'll save this output in flight id. Okay, so this is again a load runner parameter which we are going to use in the final string. Okay, so what it will do, you can just put again lr output message just to read that what is happening here. We'll cut this. Okay, flight IDs are, we'll remove this breakpoint from here and we'll place it here. Yeah, so this value you want to evaluate, right? Okay, once you run this, I hope everything is fine. Let me run this. Compilation error. Okay, let me comment this. As of now, I do not require. Okay, yes, it should run now. Okay, so here you can see my just give me a minute, my breakpoint should work. Okay, let me place it here. Okay, flight IDs are okay. This is not giving the correct result. Okay, let me remove this curly braces from here. Let me run this again. Yes, so these are your flight IDs, right? And this curly braces got twice, right? I placed it here as well as we need to use in LR eval string also. Okay, so in this way you can verify by using LR output message whether you are getting all your flight IDs in the desired parameter or not. Okay, now we will use the same function to capture CGI fields. Okay, first of all we have to create one WebRec save param for CGI fields. We are not aware of the boundaries yet, so you can search for the boundaries in code generation only, because we know the place where we have to put. The only thing is we need to check. Yes, so this is the left boundary and double quote is my right boundary. Okay, c underscore cgi field, cgi field. Okay, so all these special characters we have to use this slash. Okay, rest right boundary same, ordinal equal to all we have to use. Now again this will be an array similar to flight id array, and we have to create a same param index to capture all the values starting from first. Yes, okay, so you can copy this and just give this parameter here, cgi field. You can use cgi field as your lr string. Okay, so both the things are happening now, the flight id and cgi field. As per the index we are able to capture that. Now what we need to do, we need to concatenate all these values and send it in a final body, right? So for that what we'll have to do, this final string is currently having this value 2 equal to on ampersand, right? And what we want, we want values like this. We want the name of the parameter, the name of the parameter is flight id. Okay, and its value is getting stored in this variable, so it should be like this, flight id is equal to value from this variable, right? I just want to show how should our body look. Okay, okay, ampersand cgi. For cgi field we have variable name as dot cgi fields. is equal to dot CGI field equal to value from this variable. Okay, ampersand, right? In this loop, we will be getting value from every index, right? And it should get concatenate into a string, and the final string should have all the values, right? So it should work in this way. So what I'm gonna do, I am gonna use lr eval string. Okay, we have final string with us, and this final string has value 2 equal to on, right? So we'll use this final string, and then we have flight id. This is the name of the variable name, in the name value pairs flight id, and its corresponding value is this, right? Ampersand is equal to this value. Fine. And then again ampersand. Okay, and we'll save this value in final string. So it will keep on concatenating the values in the final string. Fine. Now you can read this final string complete body. Okay, and you can use this. So you can read that uh, at each count, first, second, third, right? So it will iterate for 6 times and will have that complete body keep on updating itself. Okay, let me run this to show you. Oh, okay, just give me a minute. This is LR eval string, right? Okay, and so this is LR eval string, and we are going to save this string. We will evaluate and save this into final string, right? LR save string. Okay, so what it will do, it will evaluate this string, right? With the wherever we have given the correlated parameter, final string, flight ID, CGI field, right? It will fetch the actual values from them, evaluate them, and save it in a final string. Final string has only this value current initially 2 equal to 1, and it will keep on concatenating, right? So if you want to check that, we are going to again use LR output message, and we'll write here complete body is, and you can put this final string here. Okay, and we have breakpoint here, so we'll run this and we'll see. So see, your complete body is 2 equal to on ampersand flight id equal to this ampersand CGI field equal to this ampersand flight id ampersand CGI field, right? All those things are concatenated into single string. So if you see, when this loop count keep on increasing, this value keep on updating with the new CGI field and flight id. In this you have 5 flight id and CGI field name value pairs, and here we have 6, right? Okay, so now we need to create a web custom request. Okay, I'll remove this breakpoint here. We'll stop the script, and you can disable your LR output message as well. We do not require that. Okay, and in your custom request, we'll send final string as a load runner correlated parameter. In a curly braces, we will send final string. Okay, and if you see, we have already ampersand in the last, right? we already have ampersand in the end. Okay, so why I'm showing you this, we have two more name value pairs which you can use as it is. You need not to do anything. These are just the coordinates, you can use as it is. Okay, body equal to this, flight remove flight equal to 55, ampersand remove flights dot y equal to 10. Okay, remove this comment. Okay, and finally what you need to do is you need to use this last. Okay, fine, so our request is complete. Now you can just comment this or delete this, we do not require it now anymore. You can remove this and you can comment this. Okay, fine, so this is our final script now. Okay, I hope this makes sense what we are doing. I'll reiterating it again. Here we are capturing all the flight IDs. Here we are capturing all the respective CGI fields. Okay, all those things are captured using index and putting those in a for loop. Okay, you can use any of this, either LR eval string then A2I, or you can use LR param length. And then we are sending the final value in the body. Okay, now if you go to your application and if you see there are total how many flights are available, there are total 6 flights available. Okay, and if you run your script now, let us run this script. Okay, and let us go to application, we'll refresh it. Right, it worked. Yes, it has deleted the second flight. That number also can be randomized, or whatever you want to give you can send. So that's how you do dynamic uh, programming in LoadRunner, wherein you have name value pairs occurring differently every time. So you can create your own custom request and send it across. Okay, another thing I want to show you is controller. Controller is the component of LoadRunner which is used to run the actual load test. Okay, and here you can browse your script, whatever scripts you want to test, right? So we have currently two flows, flight booking and flight deletion, right? So you can browse those here. Yes, from here want is delete flight, right? Delete flight 01. Okay, um, either you can give your user according to percentage mode, you can change this mode by using this users. Okay, I think again you have to browse your another script, delete flight. Okay, and here you can create a basic schedule, right? So one user on each script, then you can initialize your user. So initialization means to replicate a real world scenario, you are logging into the system gradually, right? So you can do that. You want to run with 2 or 3 minutes, whatever, I mean, you can give your duration here. You want to run it only for 1 minute as of now, and then you want, so this is your ramp up, this is your steady state, and this is your ramp down. Okay, then you should give a result folder here where you want to store the result. Okay, I'm using the same location. Let me go to the D drive, LR script. You can create a new folder here, results folder, and you can save your results. Underscore 19th 031903. Okay, click OK. So your destination folder is saved, right? And if you start this scenario now, okay, so you can see your test running now. Things are starting up. One user is into the system, all the users are there in the system now. You can see past transaction, login, two transactions for login are passed. Okay, so in this way your test will keep on running for the duration that you have given here. So we have given 1 minute. Okay, so it will run for 1 minute. Let's wait. Whatever graph you want to see at runtime, you can select it and you can check that. Okay, so already 53, 54 seconds are 7 transactions. Okay, time for the exit. So you can try this from your end and it will be very helpful. At the delete flight scenario, if you are able to understand the fundamentals or of correlation and how you can handle the dynamic request, this will be very helpful in your projects. Whenever you face similar challenges, you can resolve them. And if you open this analyze result, automatically load runner analysis component will get open. And you can see your results. So you can see, right, login transaction, average time, minimum, max. It's still loading, I think. It's running slow, a little bit slow. Okay. Right. So this is your average transaction response time. Summary report will give you all the details. Okay. How much time? So that's it from this lesson. Thank you for watching this and good luck.